You are holding the steering wheel of the car that has been your only goal all this time. You are standing on the stage where millions of people are listening to you. You are in the house whose windows are filled with light. And that house is not made of bricks, but of your beliefs. This is not an imagination. This is a technique called visualization, and it is directly related to your superconscious mind. Everything that you have ever achieved in your life. First, there was a thought. And the seed of everything that you want to have today is also a thought. But thoughts change into truth or reality only when you can see them, feel them, live them. And therein lies the extraordinary power of visualization. Both science and spirituality believe that when you repeatedly experience something with full emotion in front of your eyes, your brain starts accepting it as real. And when the brain accepts it, the body, energy, and the entire universe start turning that thought into reality. Just 5 minutes every morning or night. This is the demand of this technique. 5 minutes where you will be alone, be quiet, and close your eyes and just see the life you want. If you want success, see yourself already successful. Feel yourself sitting in the chair in the office you want to sit in. If you want to drive a dream car, feel its steering wheel, smell its smell, listen to its music, and feel its speed. If you are looking for a relationship, feel the path with that person, laughing together, eating together, everything. All this sends those images to your superconscious mind, which it starts to transform into reality. Because the superconscious mind has an extraordinary quality. It cannot differentiate between imagination and reality. If you see something over and over again, it accepts that it is true. And the most amazing thing is that when you experience something over and over again, the universe starts sending energy in that direction. Athletes, actors, scientists, entrepreneurs all use this technique. Michael Fabre saw himself swimming as a winner before every race. Virat Kohli has said many times in interviews that he already saw himself running. Jim Carrey used to seed himself among Hollywood stars every day when he had nothing, and one day it really happened. But it's not just about seeing, it's about feeling, because when you just see, the brain reacts superficially. But when you feel, as if you have that thing, as if you are living in it, then your consciousness goes deeper and creates a vibration. This is the vibration. This is the frequency that sends signals to the universe. This is mine. This is already mine. There is a voice inside every human being. The voice that whispers with each new step that you can't do it. What will people say? You have already lost. There are millions like you. Are you special? This is not possible for you. This is the voice that has forced me to break so many dreams, locked up so many talents, and taught so many minds to doubt themselves. And the most dangerous thing is that this voice does not come from outside. It comes from within ourselves. It is the inner critic, which in psychology is called inner critic. It is our old failures, social pressure, childhood words, and moral experiences. When someone tells us over and over again, "You are unemployed, you are behind, you will never be anything," then slowly we start telling ourselves those words, and this voice becomes so common that we stop challenging it. It pulls us back every time, and we accept that it is true. But now it is time to silence this voice. You have to understand that this voice is not you. It is the shadow of your experience. It is not your identity. The day you can recognize it, from the day you start changing the direction of your life. Because every time you stop yourself, when you get scared before doing something, then in fact, you are bowing down to that false voice. But I wonder if you start answering it. If in talent, when he says you can't, you insist that you keep quiet. I am a new person now. I can and I will. This is not a drama. This is reprogramming. Every time the moral words have been reenacted in your brain, you have to counter it with positive words. Whenever the voice comes from within, you're weak. You say, "I am strength." He will say, "You have nothing." You say, "I have everything I need." He will say, "You have failed repeatedly." You say, "Every failure is my preparation. I am ready now." Slowly, you will see that this critic's voice will start weakening. He will no longer control you. Rather, you will start controlling him. Imagine you're sitting in a restaurant. You have the menu, and the waiter is waiting for your order. You say with a smile, "Give me a pani butter masala and 2 tandoori rotis." And then you sit down comfortably. You don't worry about whether the food will come or not. You don't go to the kitchen and check. You don't ask the waiter again and again, "Will it come for sure?" Why? Because you ordered it, and now you believe that the food will come. This is where the real secret of manifestation begins. Those who fail to change their lives often make the same big mistake. They try to get what they still think is out of their reach. They think, "If only I had it. If only I could be that. If only I could be that high." But in this if only thought, there is an energy of lack hidden within it. And the universe does not respond to a thought of lack. The universe responds where the vibration says, "I have it." That is why this chapter says, "Live as if you have it all." It does not mean that you lie or pretend. It means that you bring your mental state, your energy, your behavior, your thoughts to a level where you begin to see yourself as the person who has achieved everything. This is identity shifting. It means first, feeling like the person who is living the life you desire. If you think of yourself as poor, your words, thoughts, and feelings will be in that poor energy, and this energy will attract things that are at that level: struggle, fear, lack, vulnerability. But when you think of yourself as rich, when you give thanks from your heart for everything you have and for everything that is coming, you enter an energy field where your reality begins to change. You have to start asking yourself this question today. If I had everything I want, how would I think? How would I act? How would I speak? How would I make decisions? And then start living according to that answer. When you see yourself living in that situation, your whole consciousness, your energy, your thoughts start flowing in that direction. And this is where the miracle begins. There was a time when Jim Carrey didn't even have a house to live in. But every day, he felt like a successful actor. He wrote himself a check for $10 million, and it said, "For acting services rendered." And within a few years, he was getting paid that much for a film. He didn't do it because he was crazy. He did it because he had already started to see himself there. It changed his identity into the person he wanted to be. This principle works for every person. Whether you live in a small town, in a one-room apartment, or in the worst possible situation in life, the universe doesn't care what your current situation is. It only cares what your current energy is. So when you walk like you're rich, talk like you're a winner, think like you're capable, the universe starts giving you the same opportunities, people, and situations. And the most amazing thing is, you know you can start this change right now. No permission is needed. No money is needed. You just have to change your consciousness. Imagine that the universe is like a radio station. It's always sending and receiving frequencies. Everything you think and feel goes to that station like a signal. But if there is one, the most powerful button to tune this radio is thank you. Thank you means gratitude for the things you have and for the things you are about to receive. People often think that when they get success, money, or love, they will be happy. Then they will give thanks. But the universe works the other way around. Here you give thanks first, then you receive those things. It is not an emotional drama, but a deep energy process. When you feel thank you, you reach that energy where you believe that you have everything. And when you live in the thought that you have everything, that same thought comes true in your life. When you wake up every morning and say thank you for my dreams, you send a very clear signal to the universe that I am ready. I am already rich. Now it will attract to me what I need. Thank you is like a magnet. It not only attracts things to you, but it also removes the fear, worry, and feeling of lack from you. When you express gratitude for something, your focus is on the availability of it, not the lack. And the one who focuses on the availability of things fills himself with the energy from which miracles are born. Now, know a secret. The feeling that attracts the universe the fastest is true, deep gratitude. The gratitude that comes not just from the lips, but from the heart. The gratitude that says that I know that what I want is ready for me. It is on its way, and I am already grateful for it. Everyone who has made the impossible possible in life understood this concept. Oprah Winfrey said that if you are not grateful for what you have, you will never get what you want. Albert Einstein would thank himself every day for the mysteries he had not yet discovered. It is not luck. It is the vibration that is tuned into the frequency of the waves of creation. When you say thank you for that new house, even though you may be living in a small rented room, you are sending a signal that you have already accepted that house, and the universe starts making way for it. When you say thank you for the relationship that understands me completely, even though you are alone, your energy starts attracting the kind of people who deserve that feeling. And when you say thank you for the success that I have, the universe introduces you to the circumstances that make that success possible. But here's a condition. Thank you not constantly, but every day, every morning when you wake up, and every night before you go to bed. Say thank you for at least 3 things, even if they are small, like thank you for the hot tea. Thank you for my body that is still with me today. Thank you for the hope that is inside me. Your brain is not a stone wall that you build once and then it stays that way. Your brain is like a muscle. The more you train it with repetition, the stronger, faster, and more focused it will become. Today, science has proven that our brain can rebuild itself through a remarkable process called neuroplasticity. It can create new paths and break old thoughts and give birth to new thoughts. But for this, only one thing is needed: constant, daily repetition. Now think about what you have been telling yourself over and over again in your entire life. I fail. It won't happen to me. I am unlucky. I will remain the way I am. Every time you say, think, or feel these words, you have put a negative program into your brain. And this program is now running your life without your permission. But the good news is that every program can be changed. How? With positive repetition. Every morning, every night, when you start telling yourself, I am strong, I am a winner, I am the creator of my life, then you are sending a new signal to your brain. These words are not just words, they are neural commands. The more you repeat them, the deeper they will sit in your mind. Just as a farmer cultivates the land every day, and one day a crop will sprout, so too are your thoughts cultivated. What you sow is what you reap. If you sow negative thoughts repeatedly, the harvest of fear, confusion, and failure will grow in your life. But if you sow positivity every day, the tree of confidence, courage, and vision will grow in your life. Behind every successful person is a powerful repetition. Great players do not shine on the field just because they are talented, but because they have repeated a move. Great players do not shine on the field just because they are talented, but because they have repeated a move thousands of times. Great speakers inspire not just because they have words, but because they have told themselves every day that my voice can change the world. Great players do not shine on the field just because they are talented, but because they have repeated a move thousands of times. Great speakers inspire not just because they have words, but because they have told themselves every day that my voice can change the world. If you want to change yourself, you also have to start repeating your thoughts every day. Just like a yogi practices sadhana every day, not even for a day, son. It may seem difficult at first. Your brain will pull itself into old patterns. It will say, "What's the point of showing it to everyone?" But that's the challenge. When you start challenging these negative thoughts, you are standing on the threshold of real change. All you have to do is take 3 to 5 minutes every day for yourself. Look in the mirror and tell yourself, "I am getting better every day. I have everything I need. My future is bright, and I am creating it." Then feel these words. Don't just say them. Start living with their energy. You can also add small practices to them, such as positive journaling, writing 3 positive things every day, mindful breathing, and visualization. When you do all of these every day, your brain, and the most interesting thing is that you start to see that your thoughts are now working for you, not against you. And the most interesting thing is that you start to see that your thoughts are now working for you, not against you. Have you ever felt that when you want something too much, when you are restless and chase it badly, that thing starts running away from you? This is not a joke. It is the law of energy. The superconscious mind works not only with words, but also with your emotional frequency. And when your desire is mixed with compulsion, fear, worry, or nervousness, then your entire energy is not with me. It starts working on such waves. This is why big desires, if made with nervousness, give the opposite result. If fear is mixed with desire, then it becomes a demand. And the vibration of demand is the signal to the universe. I don't have it. This is why I am crying. And the universe catches that feeling, not the words. You are saying from above that I want this, but from inside, you are saying that I am afraid that I will not get it. In this conflict situation, the superconscious does nothing. It remains calm until you are calm, fearless, and filled with anger from within. Real power is born when you can say, "I want it. But even if I don't get it right away, I won't be broken. I have faith that the time will come." When you can say it, "I will get it. But I won't beg for it, because I have faith in my own energy." Then you reach the level where miracles begin. The superconscious mind does not need any fuss. It needs clarity, patience, and deep faith. When you see your goal while being calm, you become a magnet for it. Then your energy says, "I live in its presence, not in its absence." And this is the vibration that activates the universe. To understand the power of this calm faith, take an example. Look at the river. It flows calmly, but has the power to carry away stones. On the other hand, a strong waterfall looks big, but has little depth. Similarly, those who shout a lot from the outside and want to be nervous have no depth. But those who are calm, focused, and calm from the inside have the power. Just as a farmer does not dig the soil every day after sowing seeds to see if they are growing, you do not have to be nervous and dig your desire every day. You just have to keep your mind, your thoughts, and your energy in the belief that I have planted the seeds, and the fruit will definitely come. This is the idea of surrender with confidence. You are not giving up. You are trusting. You want. You recognize that I already have what you need. It is just that the time for its manifestation is certain. Your job is to be calm, to be active, and to be in the present. Because when you say from within, I know it will happen, and when you start living in that peace, things will start moving towards you without you asking. This world gives everything to those people who do not run after it, but who stand with such peace and clarity that the universe itself knocks at their door. That is why remember that desire done in fear brings delay. Desire done in peace brings miracles. Sometimes we think that these things are limited to books, supercons, mind visualization, manifestation. We think that maybe they work for those people who already have something. But the truth is that these powers are open to every person, no matter what his situation is. And this is proven by the stories that are happening around us every day. Only we do not recognize them. Today in this chapter, I will tell you some stories that are not just stories, but awakened hope. And maybe one of these stories can be your story too. Let's start with the story of a boy born in a slum in Mumbai. His name was Vikas, and he had neither money, nor good clothes, nor a big title. But he had a dream, the dream of becoming a millionaire. Every night when everyone was asleep, he would quietly close his eyes and see himself sitting in a luxurious office. He felt that big deals were happening in front of him. He had a luxury car, and people left the road in his name. He didn't just imagine, he felt it. He lived his dream so intensely that both his brain and the universe started believing that it was reality. Today, Vikas is truly a millionaire. He has his own startup and drives the car that he saw with his eyes many years ago. Now let's talk about Ria, who was from a small town in Bihar. Her dream was to speak all over the world and inspire people. But her path was not easy. She kept failing in competitive exams. People laughed at her. Her family listened to her. Friends abandoned her. But she didn't give up. She said, I have decided and I will do it. Every day she told herself, I am an international motivational speaker. She practiced speaking, listened to recordings, looked in the mirror, and spoke as if thousands of people were listening to her. Her superconscious mind absorbed this identity. Within a few years, she got her first TEDx talk. Today, he has visited 5 countries, and his words have changed the minds of millions of people. There are many more stories, like a rickshaw puller's son who topped UPSC, a housewife who started a business at the age of 45, and today runs a company worth Rs 10 crore, a school dropout who has become one of the world's biggest digital marketers. All these people were not superheroes. They had no supernatural powers. The only difference was that their inner world was bigger than the outer world. They first created faith within themselves. Then the outer world responded to them. Every story was a pattern. They dreamed clear visions. They felt as if everything had already happened to them. They repeated it every day without stopping, and they did not give up faith. Whatever the situation, the superconscious mind works for the person who keeps him active, even in the midst of struggle. I hope you liked this book summary. You can subscribe to our AI book channel and let everyone know what you learned from this book by commenting.